Good morning, everyone. Today's gospel is found in the Gospel of John, and we're continuing. It's chapter 14, verses 1 through 6. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God, have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am, you also may be. Where I am going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. This particular gospel is oftentimes used in funerals. Many times when people choose the reading from a gospel, this is one of them that is chosen. And I think it speaks to the heart of the future, the expectation of not only I believe in the resurrection of the body, but I believe in the resurrection of the body that needs a dwelling place. It needs a place to abide. So when we bury someone, when we go to the graveside, there's a resting spot. That's often what we refer to it. This is a resting spot. It's not the permanent place. It's the remains of this person's body, but the soul was never meant to be just by itself. It will have a resurrected body and a resurrected place where we will all live. And so we can go into the book of Revelation, where it describes this as a city that comes down to earth, makes its place here, having a place here on planet Earth. That everything will be restored as it was meant to be in the very beginning when God created it. In other words, God didn't just create this in order to just bundle it all up and throw it in the wastebasket. No, He meant it for good. And the intention is for that good to happen. The other part of the statement is this importance of knowing the way, which Thomas is saying, we don't know which way you're going. And maybe Thomas is thinking about those times when, Jesus would be in the middle of ministry and then he would just kind of slip off, go into the mountains, pray, and so maybe Thomas is thinking, he's going to slip off someplace. He's talking about impending death, but maybe he's just going to skip off somewhere. So Thomas is a little bit confused about that whole thing and would be understandably confused about it. But Jesus makes crystal clear this relationship between the Father and him. You'll know the way, because if you follow me, you'll follow the way of the Father. If you want life in me, you'll have life in the Father. This incredible relationship Jesus has with the Father, which builds on the whole idea of the Trinity. And so this gospel, as we're reminded this morning, is a gospel that is to give comfort to us in the midst of whatever affairs that we're having, that God has something planned for the good. The end is for the good. And that's where our hope is, even in the midst of all that's going on, that we continue to hope, a hope that is for the good. So I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. It's supposed to be a pretty nice day out there. And hopefully soon we will be able to see one another again.